Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to automate an SEO audit using n8n and Python, and I will provide you with the template and the code for free. But first, let's see it in action. I will execute the workflow here, and since it starts with the webhook, it is expecting data to be received. It should take around 5 to 10 seconds for the automation to complete. And at the end, we receive an email that contains the SEO audit report with multiple recommendations about some actions that we can do to improve our SEO. So now let's see in details how each of those nodes work. First, we have the webhook. And as you can see here, we should copy this link, but then it expects as parameters a URL and a keyword. That's why here, once you paste the URL that is provided, you just specify as in the parameters here, URL equal, and then the website that you want to audit. And then this symbol here plus keyword equal, and then your keywords. So here, as you can see, I just wrote heat pump. And then when you press enter, you should see here the message workflow has started, which means that the webhook has been triggered and will output something that will run the next nodes. And you can confirm by the output of this node that the query parameters are indeed the correct ones. Then it all starts by getting the HTML content of this web page. And this is done with this HTTP request. We are simply requesting the URL that is provided, and the data is just the HTML content. And then we have this node that is used to extract key elements from the HTML, because HTML contains a lot of noise, meaning some CSS, tags, some JavaScript, and so on. But what we actually want is some specific HTML tags. So as you can see, we want tags like the title of the page, all the H1 tags, H2, and so on and so forth. And as we can see from the output, we have the title here, which is Platinum HVAC, latest news, and so on. We don't have an H1, so already a red flag for this web page. All the H2s that are listed here, we have the links, the description, and so on. Before I go over the next nodes, I will go over this one here, which is just some JavaScript code that is used to analyze the domain name, actually to get the domain name, because here, as you can see, we are analyzing a blog post. But what we want is actually this domain name, because later on we will be getting some key files from this domain name. We're getting some file called robots.txt, which is very important, for SEO. And we also need the sitemap, which is also extremely important for SEO. Inside this robots.txt node, we just have an HTTP request, a get method, where we are trying to request this file here, which is simply called robots.txt. This file will usually have some instructions about the bots that are crawling the internet and whether they are allowed some web pages or not. Then the next node is the sitemap, and we are doing exactly the same thing as the robots.txt node. We are just using an HTTP get method to try to get this file here, sitemap.xml. And this file is supposed to contain all the web pages that are very helpful in terms of SEO for a particular web domain. The next node that we'll be using is this page speed API. Basically, you have an API from Google, which is part of the Google Insights library, and it allows you to run some analysis in terms of speed of loading and so on for any website out there. And the thing is that this URL, for this to work, you need a specific API key within your Google account. And let me show you how you get it. It's very simple. You will just search for Google Insights API, and then you will click on the first link, which talks about the Page Speed Insights API. Here you don't have to bother about anything. You'll just click on Get a Key. Then here you should just select a Google Cloud project where you would like to add this API key. Then you select it, and then you click on Next. Then after a few seconds, you will have an API key that appears there. You will just copy it and then you go back to your automation, and then you paste it here instead of your API key. As you can see, this API will return a lot of data. Among this data, a list of audits, as you can see here, and inside those audits, you will have, for example, here, which is very important, first contentful paint, which is basically all the HTML content that is displayed on the top of a web page. Basically the first elements that you see every single time whenever you open any website. And it is very important to display those very quickly, you know. And as you can see here, the display value is 5.4 seconds, which is not very good. Then we'll use a node to analyze this robots.txt file. And inside this code, first we'll return, the robots.txt file, but also whether this file contains the sitemap or not. And then we'll also have some code dedicated to the sitemap. Inside of it, we'll return two things. First, the content of the sitemap, but also whether the sitemap is valid or not. Okay, so now let's go back to the title code block. Here we are doing something very simple. We are just returning the length of this title. For the description, we will do exactly the same, as you can see here. Now let's take a look at the code that analyzes the links. This code returns multiple things. First, it returns the number of internal links, meaning all those links that point towards the same domain name, the same website, and then the number of external links, so the same thing but pointing towards another website, and then the number of invalid links and the total number of links, basically. Now let's move to the keyword density. Here we'll be returning the number of times this keyword is present inside this web page, the total number of words, the keyword density, which is just the number of keyword which is present divided by the total words. And here we return something called a boolean, which is called is optimal. And basically, if the density is greater than 1, greater or equal than 1, and less or equal than 3.0, it will be true. Otherwise, it will be false. And at the end, we are also returning just a sample of the body of this HTML page. Now let's move on to the check image code block. We are returning here all the links of the images inside this web page, the total number of images, and also the number of times where like an alternative name of the image tag is missing. I also added like a global code analysis, and let me show you how it looks like. Here I'm returning multiple things that show whether this web page is SEO friendly or not. For example, whether it contains an HTTPS protocol, whether this is a mobile friendly web page, whether it contains a Google Analytics tag, and whether we have social links or not, like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and so on. Now the next part of this automation is to use DeepSeek's model, because I found that it works very well. So basically we are using this LLM to analyze the title, the description, the content analysis, so that it will give us some recommendation that will be included in our final report. So my prompt is the page title is this one, and the target keyword for optimization is the keyword that is provided. Length title is, and then I say, please provide exactly one SEO optimization recommendation. Return the recommendation only as a JSON object with a single field named title recommendation, containing the advice as plain text. Obviously, before I carry on with the rest of the nodes, you should have your DeepSeek account synchronized. So here you just go to platform.deepseek.com, you just connect and log in, and here you will just create a new API key. You name it whatever you want, it will appear, and then you just paste it inside your n8n workflow. The second node is for analyzing the description. It works exactly as the first node. First, I provide the facts, which are the description, as well as the target keywords and the length of the title. And then I tell DeepSeek to provide me with 2 optimization recommendations, and obviously I also tell it to output it in a JSON format. For example, for this website, it provides me with the following recommendation: include the target keyword heat pump earlier in the description to improve relevance and click-through rate. Next node is the content analysis. Here we are trying to analyze how well the keyword is integrated inside the content. And we also need to get some recommendation in case those keywords are not well integrated. Here again, we are also analyzing the density, and basically we are trying to get whether we should increase the density or how those keywords should be placed in an optimal way. And finally, we are also using an alt analysis. So remember those alternative text for the image tags, and usually in terms of SEO, either those are empty or they contain some non-relevant terms. So most of the time, if an AI detects that those are empty, here, for example, it will say replace empty alt text with descriptive phrases that include heat pump. So yeah, it is also a very useful advice. This node is simply used to merge everything that has been processed so far. And then the next node is this code block here that will be used to prepare the data that will be included inside our final report. So basically, we are just including all this data inside the variable called page analysis. And then this variable will be using it later on inside our report. The next node is an HTML node, and it is used to generate the actual report. So as you can see, it is made of HTML, and we'll be placing the output from our previous node inside of this HTML. Then the final step is to send this HTML that has been generated by email. And to do that, it's actually very simple. You just go to your hosting solution. For example, it can be Hostinger or GoDaddy or Namecheap or anything, and there will be some instructions about the username, the password, as well as the port that is used to configure your SMTP account. Then here you fill in from where we want to send this email. It will obviously be your username, from Hostinger, for example, and then the recipient. So this is my email here. And then in the HTML, we'll just include the output from the previous node. And the result is this audit that I showed you previously. So we can see that here the performance score is 51, which is pretty poor, and there is room for improvements basically. We see that the first contentful paint takes 5.4 seconds, which is terrible. The largest contentful paint takes 11.8 seconds, also very bad. And we have the descriptions that we saw earlier. For example, here including the heat pump keyword earlier in the description. And for the alternative recommendations, we have this. The automation didn't find any invalid links, which is good. Here we have the keyword density of 0.92%. And we have the rest of the recommendations written there. So basically, it is very good if you're a business owner and you want to optimize either your blog posts or the web pages of your services and so on. No need to pay for an audit. You already have the audit. You just need to pay for like a web agency that will take the output of this audit and apply it to your web pages. Now, I always like to transform the n8n automation into Python code because getting a prototype with n8n is good, is a good first step. But if we want something to run in a reliable and robust way, we want to use Python. First, let me run this so that you can see how it looks like. Okay, so if everything worked perfectly, you should see all those green checks here, and the last message should be email sent. And here it should be confirmed by the email that you receive. First, let's go over the .env file that contains all the data that is needed for this automation. So here, if you open it, you should obviously write your DeepSeek API key, the API key from Google PageSpeed, your SMTP from email, which is this one for me. You should also write the SMTP host. For me, since I'm using Hostinger, this is smtp.titan.email. The SMTP port that is used, for me it is 587. Then the user and the password. And those should be available within your portal. So in order to run this automation, here you just have to write the URL, just replace this string here, then write the keyword of your choice, change obviously the recipient's email, and then just run the automation. For the Python code, to make it super clear, I try to make sure, to dedicate every single n8n node into like a Python function. So for example, here we have, for this node, we have the corresponding function. For this node, this function here, and so on and so forth. Remember, by the end of the automation, we had this function here, which returns this variable called page analysis. Well, this is the equivalent, where we are basically just using the rest of the functions and merging them, and then placing all the data inside this variable called page analysis. And obviously, we are returning this variable. And then in this line, we are generating an HTML report via this function generate HTML report that uses the page analysis, and then we are sending this HTML reports by email via this function here, send email, and obviously we are also using the recipient's email. So that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. Feel free to download everything via the link in the description. Cheers, guys.